do you win a scholarship? I'm going to start from the basis. For all of you who are new to this, who are looking to get a scholarship, when we go into the basics today, so stick and stay with me. I'm going to be talking today about how to win a scholarship. I know, I've said this a lot of times, but today we're going to the basics. We're doing from the scratch for all the newbies, those who just graduated from school, those of you who just completed your undergraduate studies, those of you who have not thought of applying for any scholarship and you're looking for like a video that can tell you the basic information you need to know about winning a scholarship. You just have to know that scholarships are very competitive, and so you have to have some tips and tricks to help you win the scholarship you're looking for. So stick and stay with me and let's delve right into today's topic. So the first point I'd like to talk about is that you should research. Yes, I know, very basic, but you should research. So you should look for programs and scholarships that are tailored to your background, your interest, and your field of study. So your background, in this case, your academic background or your professional background. You have to search. Depending on the country you wish to do your further studies in, you should search. Go online, you can just search. So if you want to study in Canada, list of schools in Canada. Now go to the individual schools, their websites, and look, do they have scholarship opportunities for this field of study? Do they have funding for this program? All of these things would help you identify the program and the scholarship that you want to apply for. And that would lead me to my next point, which is to meet the eligibility criteria. So whilst you are searching, you get to a part where they talk about the requirements. So you have to make sure that what they require their students to have or to be, you have that requirement. So let's say they want somebody who has a second class lower and above. If you have it, you apply for it. For me, I did a forensics course whilst I studied archaeology at the University of Ghana. So if I'm applying to a program, let's say in the US or in Canada, and one of the requirements is somebody who has done or has a background in forensics, I would fit in that requirement. So you have to make sure you meet all the eligibility requirements for each of the scholarships you want to apply for. And that would include, of course, your academic achievements, your financial need, and other criteria. So you have to make sure you meet the eligibility criteria. So once you've done your research and you've seen that you meet all the eligibility criteria and requirements, you should have checked, of course, the deadline. So this would lead me to my next point, which is to apply early. So you are aware that many scholarships have early deadlines. For instance, the Erasmus program, there's a first deadline and there's another deadline. The first deadline is for those who want to apply to be under the scholarship. The other deadline is for those who want to apply and self-fund. They want to apply on a self-funding basis. So if you are looking for the scholarship, you have to apply early enough to give yourself time to complete the application and also to gather all the necessary documents. So my point is apply early. My next point would be to tailor your application to each of the scholarships that you are applying for. So you have to pay attention for all the specific requirements and follow all of the instructions very, very carefully. Let's say your statement of purpose or your motivation letter, you have to make sure you tailor each of those essays to the program you are applying to. Make sure you do that so that the selection committee would know that you paid attention to the requirements and you followed all the instructions. Make sure your motivation letter highlights your strength and your achievements. I've done a video already on how to work on your motivation letter. If you're looking to do that, I'll leave the link in the description and it would be maybe at the end of this video. But make sure you tailor your application to the scholarship in which you're applying for. So if you're applying to 4 scholarships, make sure you tailor all of them and be specific. Next point is that you should get good recommenders or references or referees. Get good recommenders. As part of the application process for a scholarship, you would be asked to submit, either you submit or your recommenders will submit for you. But in any case, there has to be a submission of a recommendation by somebody who knows you and would vouch for you, to say, okay, give this person the scholarship or give this person this because I've worked with a person before and he's diligent, hardworking, all of those things. Get good people. Get somebody who really knows you, who can really vouch for you, because it's part of the selection criteria, the things that the selection committee would look at to decide if you deserve the scholarship or not. So you should get somebody who really knows you, let's say a teacher, an advisor, an employer. Ask them honestly to write a good recommendation for you that will highlight your strength and your potential, and this should help you win your scholarship. My next point is to write a strong essay. So some scholarships would ask you to write a motivation letter, maybe also a statement of purpose, or maybe an essay on a topic. Make sure you write strong essays. So when you're writing these essays, make sure you are clear, you're concise, you have a compelling essay that will demonstrate your knowledge, your skills, your interests, your achievements. Do not write too long an essay. Of course, do not write too short an essay. So some scholarships will give you, let's say, a word limit. So 500 words, 400 words. Those ones, you have to make sure you stick to the word limit. You do not go beyond it. Stick to it. Be as below as possible. 400 words, you should write 390. Just to give like some 10. Are you getting me? Make sure like it's part of the assessment. They want 400 words, give them 400 words or less. Don't go beyond it. Don't write too much, as I said. So my final point for you is to do a follow-up. So after you've applied, you've sent your document, you've done the submission and everything, do a follow-up. People do not usually do a follow-up. They feel like, okay, I've submitted it, so that's fine. But what you should do is to send an email to the scholarship committee or the selection committee and inquire from them, have you received my application? You can also inquire from them the timeline for the announcement of winners, and also the timeline for people who would get the love letters or the rejection letters or emails. You want to know the timeline so you can plan around it. You know, okay, it's around this time that they're going to be informing me that I've won my scholarship. You have to always have a positive mindset. So yes, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for coming back. If you are a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I missed you there. But thank you for coming back. So yes, thank you again for watching the video, and leave a like, leave a comment. If you've not subscribed, please do subscribe and join the family. Remember to always stay different, stay awesome, and stay offbeat. I'll see you in my next video.